Hello, and thanks for stopping in again. It's day 5. Just got in from a long drive from the little mini vacation that we just had. And it's amazing to think that, when you get back from vacation, I've noticed this before. I always need a vacation, I'm tired, I'm worn out from the whole rest and relaxation that a vacation is. But anyway, we made it back. Just came in tonight. Last thing I feel like doing is putting together one of these videos. But it's just something that I have to do. It's something that I know I gotta keep the string going. And it's interesting to have a distraction right after beginning everything. 2 days into it, boom, I'm in a different element I'm not normally in. It's a little bit easier to lose focus in a situation like that. It's a little bit easier to have the distraction, when you're on vacation, to allow yourself to let loose a little bit with what you might want to eat, or what you might want to do, or different things like that. And I wasn't perfect, not by any means. It's a little bit more difficult to keep track of calories when you go to a restaurant. But one thing I did notice is I really specifically tried to search out good foods, good, clean, healthy foods. And on the occasions where we ate somewhere and there was something involved in the dish that wasn't so healthy, I noticed the difference in the feeling that I had after eating it. And it's just nice to be aware of that. Nice to have that, to see that. But I'm kind of excited to get back into reality mode, getting back into a more controlled scenario where I can concentrate a little bit more on these daily videos, where I can concentrate a little bit more on my daily goals. I still haven't spoken about some of the tools that I'm using, and I will get into that. Not something I want to get into just yet. My mind's still not fully focused on what I want to talk about specifically. In terms of that, I have an idea of what I want to bring up as far as tools and different elements of what I'll be using over the course of this journey. But I just want to get in, kind of grab something real quick on video. Just a consistency thing more than anything. It's not a quality thing. The last 3 days with the vacation, I don't feel that there's been a lot of quality in what I've been talking about. There has been. I don't want to make light of it, but it's not the concentration and focus that I want in these videos. So starting tomorrow, I'll get back into that. But the main thing is, I didn't want to miss a day. I didn't want a day to go by where I wasn't brought back into the perspective of the two goals, and where things are going. So I'd sit down real quick, grab a quick video, toughed it out through the vacation, still on board. Get up, get back into it tomorrow morning. Start with the daily routine, the daily plan that I've set up. Haven't really talked too much about that, but getting up early. One of the things I was going to talk about in another video, but I guess I can kind of go into a little bit now. I remember being a kid, and when there was not necessarily a schedule on when I woke up. I'm sure there was as I got older and got into to grade school, and but even in grade school, I remember that when I woke up, or when it was time to wake up, I opened my eyes, I woke up, I was ready to go. There wasn't this dragging, this snooze button, 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then waking up and still being asleep for a good 20 or 30 minutes, even after you've taken a shower and gotten ready for the day, and then gotten in the car, and you're still kind of asleep, you're still kind of lagging, and you know, what when I was a kid, I would get out of bed and I'd be fresh, you know, like ready to take on the world. And you know, as I've gotten older and gotten into those routines, I've noticed, you know, it takes longer to get up. And I don't know if that's because there's less excitement or because of the routine, because of the zombie state that we put ourselves in on a daily basis. If that has anything to do with it, but one of a subset of goals that I had was I wanted to kind of get back in that mode where when I woke up and I was ready to go, and you know, not necessarily excited about the day, but you know, I had a feeling about the day that you know wasn't waking up heavy. Oh, gotta drag myself out. Gotta get myself moving. Not that, you know, try to alleviate that kind of feeling. So I've been getting up. You know, one of the things that I've been doing is you know my alarm. I set my alarm for 6 a.m. and I don't hit the snooze button. As soon as 6 a.m. comes, I jump out of the bed, get myself moving. I'm not, you know, not 100% awake and I'm anything like that. But another thing that I noticed or started doing was, you know, when I initially told myself that I was going to start getting up at 6 and I wanted to retrain myself to get up and be active and awake as soon as I got up. I thought, well, you know, coffee wakes me up. I can get up and have a you know cup of coffee, maybe even chill some coffee in the refrigerator and have it ready for when I got up in the morning. But somehow I stumbled upon it. I'm not sure where it came from, or you know, or perhaps something I had heard before. The first day when I got up at 6, instead of going right to a coffee, I got a bottle of water, and it was amazing. As soon as that water crossed my tongue, I felt my body kick in. I felt, you know, it was almost like taking a breath, you know, getting oxygen of some kind. Again, I've studied health. I don't know, you know, what the chemical reaction or reason for any of that is. But I noticed it, and the second day I tried it again, and it's obviously something. So you know, for what it's worth, if anybody out there wants to try to get into a better waking schedule, and or thinking about using coffee as a crutch, you know, if it works for you, that's fine. I just wanted to share that one thing that was interesting. The water is almost, well, it's better than the coffee for me. It wakes me up quicker. My body feels refreshed quicker. And again, in the morning, I wanted to start running. I didn't really talk about that, but that's what I do. I get up at 6, and I give myself until 6:30 to get myself together in order to get on a run. I've never been one to really like the morning workouts. I've always found my best workouts come around lunchtime. You know, when I'm awake, I've eaten and my food is settled, and you know I'm fully there. That's when I've noticed that I get my best workouts. However, with you know the time crunch that life presents, I decided to, you know, the only real time I had was in the morning. So I gave myself from 6 to 6:30, kind of get up, have a drink of water. I'll put on a little bit of, you know, a podcast or you know, some kind of meditation if I want to listen to that, or a class on iTunes University. Get something going. I mean, you know, I can't say that I can pay attention at 100% during that time, but it's it's a wake up time, and you know, it becomes a daily, you know, morning ritual where I wake up and get a little bit of stretching going on, and then but the water is just amazing. I forgot to mention that. I don't know where it came from, but it seems to really be helping. And you know, then come 6:30, I can run. And you know, it's funny. For 3 or 4 years, I told myself, "Oh, I can't do it in the morning. I can't run in the morning." That was, and I really believe that. And oddly enough, once I have that water, and once I give myself enough time to get everything together and get everything started, it's actually easier to run. I find that it's not as much of a struggle as it might be later in the day or towards the evening. I was kind of surprised. So and then it carries, for me, it carries with me throughout the day that that feeling that you get from that activity. You know, you take it right into the day with me, and just a good feeling. It's if I begin the day with a sense of feeling like I've accomplished something. I begin the day with a sense of my body's awake and alive and active and moving, and that good feeling that I get after the physical activity, and clear mind that it gives you. And it's just a good way to start the day. So, I've been there where I couldn't do it in the morning, no way, and again, planning with coffee, those kind of things. But yeah, just a cup of water or a bottle of water, and stretching, and really different scenarios. So it's interesting that came to me, just again, just from wanting to do this. Somewhere I already had that information. I had never experimented with it, never tried it, but here I tried it, and immediate results, really good results. Um, but again, just want to get back to putting this video together, staying with it. I think that's a big part of this journey is a bit of a consistency, tenacity in some regards when it's required. But consistency is a very large component of everything as far as goal setting for me goes. As far as accomplishing something, it's if I allow myself to fall off, and it kind of creates a gap, generates an excuse or a lull to not continue. And I know that really what I have to do is just keep at it. Even if I make one of these videos and I'm not real happy with what I've said, or I haven't conveyed an idea clearly, or as a couple days ago I did a video that was no more than a minute and a half long, or it's I did it. It was a part of it, a part of the uh, the endeavor. It was a part of everything. So if I eventually down the road, if I miss a day, I'll be curious to see how that impacts things. But the big thing is really trying not to miss a day. And again, there's some tools that I have that are going to be helping me out with this, and I'll talk about those again. Maybe even bring them up tomorrow. But I want to put it together in a video that'll it'll come across correct. I don't want to talk about it when I'm a little bit tired from a long drive, and the vacation, being out in the sun, and the activity and everything. But so anyway, just wanted to wrap this video up. Get to bed and get up early, and get back on the horse. Not that I've fallen off the horse, but again, just had a little distraction. So thanks again for taking the time to stop in and see what was going on. And hey, what are you doing today? Once again, too, I know I mentioned in the first video, and I'll try to mention it here and there. If you've got anything you'd like to share, contact me in any way, anything that may be helpful to me, or if you want to criticize or critique me, that's absolutely fine too. But if you'd like to get in touch with me in any way, my email address is heywhatareyouddoingtoday@gmail.com. So again, heywhatareyouddoingtoday@gmail.com. But we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and hey, what are you doing today? Thank you. Bye.